Introduce the data visualization. You want to steal screen?
Sure. We're live.
We're live.
All right.
Arthur's going to be showing a new data visualization that he's been working on that we're going to be implementing for musicians soon.
So this is what we have so far. This is what the musician would see. This is basically their home screen. It's got several different visualizations that I've made so far using their particular data. We got some summary stats up here. Right here we got a histogram. That's basically telling you how many people are using your skill for how long. So we don't have very many data points, so it's really hard to see this in action. But here we got one value that is somewhere around 6.4 seconds long. One session that was around 6.4 seconds long, and so on. There's this message saying we don't have any data, which is true. But if we did have data, it would be a line plot saying a chronological plot that increments every time a session happens. So you can kind of see how many more people have used your skill over time. Here we've got a base pie chart. It's kind of telling you the musician the different things people are asking Alexa. So obviously we got where can I find, like, out of the couple sessions we had two utterances of where can I find your music, two utterances of how can I connect, two of play a song, and one that failed, that Alexa didn't know what you said. Here what I'm making right now, this is going to be, we're going to have several of these little circles right here saying that's visualizing how many of the devices have a screen, how many devices have video capabilities, and how many devices have audio capabilities.
I
So
like that
out
you
of
updated the text. Now that it says no data yet, you'll see data when your fans say, you're giving him an action step of like, yo, go over to an Alexa and say launch that, and then you'll see data show up here because that is, you gave them a very actionable step, and once they do that, it's like magic. Oh, I just used my voice, and now bam, my computer dashboard is updated with data.
Mhm.
So we're going to add that into the top 10 musicians today.
Sweet.
That's going to
Yep.
be the goal. So I'm going to take over screen sharing, and let's look at who the top 10 are by heading over to alexaformusicians.com and going to the leaderboard page. Top 10 overall, Malvimu's number 1. She's already got it. I'm going to document these on my page. Top 10. Malvimu's number 1. 1 Malvimu. 2 is Static Res. Number 3, It's I. Shouts out It's I. Got to link up with him soon. Number 4, Spirit of the Bear. Old roommate Ethan is in Spirit of the Bear. Spirit of the Bear's got new music coming out. 5 is, whoa, Poppy K. I remember when Poppy K didn't have any, so he's kind of come up out of nowhere. Poppy K. Number 6, Ped Paul. Wow. All these musicians get this new feature. And then after Ped Paul, tied with Ped Paul, is Ladies Love Lonnie. Ladies Love Lonnie. And then Bankroll 614. Bankroll 614 too. I remember when he had no people, and now he's number 8. Bankroll 614. 614. Number 9. October Jones. And number 10. Quandot. 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 And going back through, I'm going to count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at Quandot. Okay, so we've got the 10 top musicians. Now let's start off at number 10 with Quandot. First thing we'll do is we'll go to AWS Lambda and make sure that we take out his existing skill so that if something goes wrong, we can just plug this back in. And then we will generate the code and update it. Quandot. So we go into Quandot, actions, export function, and download the deployment package. This will give us a zip. Bam. So if anything goes wrong, all we got to do is go actions, and then we'll upload that zip file, and it'll restore it back to how it was. So let's take Arthur. Would you mind, because you're sitting on a device that is not live, would you mind saying, I believe it's Alexa launch Quandot experience?
Yeah. Alexa, launch Quandot experience.
Okay, here's its eye.
Not its eye.
Alexa, launch Quandot experience.
Okay, here's its eye.
Alexa, launch Quandot experience.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna cap.
That's eye.
You can ask me, where can I listen to your music? How can I
Alexa.
connect?
Stop.
Try something for me.
Thank you so much for coming into the frequency. This is It's I signing off.
Number 3 in the world, it's I.
Just say, play music from It's I. See you next time.
So try disabling its eye. Say, Alexa, disable its eye experience skill.
Alexa, disable its eye experience skill.
Okay, I've disabled it.
Now try open Quandot experience.
Alexa, open Quandot experience.
I found a few skills that might help. Did you mean Poppy K?
Hey, Poppy K.
Okay, how about the TSA experience?
No.
Okay,
Tell her to exit.
how about mind-blowing psychology experiments?
No.
Tell her to exit.
I
Alexa,
also found
exit.
So go to, it looks like we'll have to hard enable it. Some musicians' names, Alexa is still working on learning. So go and open up a new tab and go to alexa.amazon.com, and I'll have you share your screen if that's cool for a couple seconds while you're enabling this. And you'll do this for each of the musicians if it becomes a challenge to enable the skill with your voice.
Okay.
And now search Quandot, and then when you get there, enable it. Hey, perfect.
Okay,
Skills-
search.
Skills on the left side. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Enable it.
Yep. Nice.
So try again.
Mhm.
Alexa, open Quandot experience.
Yo, it's Quandot. Welcome to my interactive album.
There's
You can
Quandot.
ask me my music, how to connect, or play a song. Which would you like?
How can I connect?
You can connect with me on Instagram at Quandot3400, on Twitter at Quando, on TikTok
Alexa.
at Quandot3400.
Stop.
Thanks for vibing with me. This is Quandot signing off. If you want to hear more, just say play music from Quandot. See you next time.
Quandot smooth.
So what did I just do with enabling this skill on the internet?
You added it to a list of things that you've already pre-approved. So for example, if there's a million cat facts out there, whichever one you enable, Amazon is then going to be like, oh, this dude has already said that this is one of my approved apps, so I'm going to go to that. It didn't download it to your device or anything of that sort. It just added it to a list. It made it easier for it. Officially, Amazon toggles between supporting voice-only enablements, like enabling a skill by voice.
Mhm.
They still don't officially say that it works all the time, but it does. So that's why 90% of the time you can just say, Alexa, enable this, or Alexa, open this. But sometimes, especially if the name can be challenging for Alexa to hear, like I don't think Quandot is an official word. So it will take more data, like data. It'll just take more data to be trained on in order for it to understand and be able to do it.
Mhm.
CD interactive album. So now what we're going to do, I've already exported it. We are going to try doing the same thing that we did with Malvimu on Quandot. We'll upload it and then you'll launch it again. And if it works, then we're good and we should be able to see your data. And if it does not work, then we'll restore and figure out what went wrong. So fingers crossed. What is it? SH update skill by voice. Dash B. How do we do Malvimu the first time? Recreate your success. This looks like, oh, none types. How did we fix that last time? Or did we ignore it? We may have just ignored that last time. I have a feeling we just... Do you remember if we just ignored those?
I don't remember specifically. Maybe.
Alright. I feel like that worked. We'll just do it. Quandot. Building. And one thing I already know is not going to work is that Quandot does not have DB inside of its imports in Firebase. So I think we're missing that. So you know what? I might as well just go ahead and add that now before something bugs and goes wrong. So we go to firebase.google.com. We like Firebase. How have you felt about Firebase? This might not be the... What are your thoughts on Firebase, Arthur? Do you enjoy this... do you enjoy this as a service, or do you find it not as good as like SQL or other types of database that you've worked at in the past?
I like it. This is the first time I've worked with this back end kind of structure, so I don't really have anything to compare it to.
Yeah, this is called NoSQL. It's a NoSQL database as opposed to a SQL database.
Mhm.
And we copy this. Boom. We go down to Quandot. Imports. Change this to that. Update. And I'm just going to verify that we don't have it right now. Code dot slash. App.js. We do have it? Question mark? That's weird. Ah, because it was Malvimu. Didn't do it for Quandot. Thought I did it for Quandot. I did it for Quandot. But it didn't update. It didn't update it? That's strange. Alright, so what did we do last time to get it to work? Maybe no quotes? Nope. I want app.js. Still looks like it's Malvimu. How did we do this last time? I guess I will check other computer. If Arthur does not remember, I will check other computer. Because I don't remember. Unless it was a different command. I feel like it would have had to have been update skill by voice. request data. That's Arthur. Oh, I just closed that tab. That's funny. Too many things open. Let's get back into that meeting with Arthur. OP's in the other one, which is in Slack. There he is.
Back.
Close the tab.
Nah.
Alright. SH update skill by voice -B mal we'll just go straight to quan. Yeah, this one's giving me even weirder errors. But let's check the code and see if the code says differently. This one says lucky is king, so this one's definitely not getting updated. I guess I'm gonna have to look at what each of them are. I'm gonna run it one more time. I know that's not generally doesn't work. Malvimu is right there. Yeah, and all this stuff looks like Malvimu. I wonder if Quandots is different in the database. Is he missing something? Where's Firebase? Alright, so we want to check out if Quandot's data is different in the database, but they both gave the same error. Quandot. Yeah, all this stuff looks normal. Songs, he's got his songs. Status is published. He's got data. Okay, and now let's check out Malvimu. I'm not seeing anything that looks different. So my question is, how did we do it the other day? I figured something out. I know I didn't do them individually. Config.py line 16. Config.py line 16. Sheet ID. Okay, well let's see. And it's saying the error is none type object has no attribute get. So it thinks get none type. This is none type. Maybe this is one of those things that I just have to restart my computer. Some of that happens sometimes with some of these pipelines. So, but that would cut off live stream as well as this meeting. What else can I try? I guess I could comment this out, but that's not very helpful. Let's check out if sheet ID exists in Firebase. All lowercase sheet and then both caps ID. Sheet ID for her. Do we have it for Quandot? Quandot, do we have sheet ID? We have sheet ID, and it's all caps. Well, it's all caps for the ID. So that does not make sense to me. It says cannot get. Well, but it's saying that the object has no attribute get, which means that this is undefined. Docref.get. I swear I didn't have to change this stuff when I did it last. So how did we get it? Let's see what branches we got. Ryan Touch Logic. My request data. I'm not seeing anything here that would be helpful. Yeah, next thought is to just turn back on computer. Is this pushed? Get push origin suites request data. Okay, I'm gonna pull this on my other computer and see if it does any changes. Get status. Get checkout. Oh, this one I updated. Update skill by voice. What did I change in it? Commented out API gateway. It's a useless thing. Get checkout. Suites. Okay, it doesn't know it, so let's get fetch. Get checkout suites / request data. Okay, so now I have that branch. sh update skill by voice - b mal v mu. And it's, yeah, this one's still giving me those really weird errors. Did you update it to malvimu though? Lucky is king. Okay, so this one is not being helpful. Alright, well, I think I'm going to restart the computer and hope that is it. Some of our automated pipelines don't like to work well on our machines.
Alright.
And then it'll just start working randomly sometimes if I restart it. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'll be back in this meeting once that happens. Live stream, sorry.